So this poem is about when I met my wife, and she changed my life. She saved my life, and so I wish she was here tonight, but she's at home minding our two boys, and God love her for that. She's an amazing person, and I love her so much. And things like tonight happen because she's so supportive. So this one goes out to Jessica for anyone who knows her and for anyone who doesn't. I had just decided to move back to Ireland and take care of my dad, and of course, that's when I met her. And the light just seemed to attach itself to her. And I wanted to sink in it, lightbox drink in it. And as if fate itself had posed for a portrait, it was her birthday that very weekend. And we spent it in a soft focus haze, wandering around New York City in a way that Joyce or Oster would have been proud, brains ablaze. And the moments, they're like favorite photos now as we slowly fell in love. Ambling down to the riverside in Long Island City, Queens, staring over at Manhattan's steel beams and the soft swish of the East River beneath our dangling feet as the gangway creaked like the gentle sound of us getting old together. This was so soft and so easy. All that exhausting straining and trying was gone. This was so soft and so sweet. It's like a Keats poem with a jazzy backbeat. On, subway slingshot into the city, drinks and people watching on the roof of the Met, slumbering in the magic hour sunlight of Central Park, riffing and ticklish, placing limitless bets, and closing out that day at the most spectacular Indian meal on 3rd Ave with booming Bollywood music blaring through the speakers. Happy birthday to you! And her just smiling in the half-light. And afterwards, we ambled off to the subway down on Houston, and we kissed, knowing that it was the end, and it was the beginning. A few days later, we were about 5 emails into our courtship, and she impetuously picked up the phone and called and said, "I'm on serious like with you." I said, "Yeah, me too." I was in serious like with me as well. But truth be told, my heels had already fallen well over my head for her love, because the thing that drew me close to her that day is the thing that draws me even closer today. She's effortlessly fun to be around. It makes her impossible not to love. And at the end of the day, she is way, way, way cooler than I could ever have hoped. And me, the fucking dope, doubting her to be the one then. I know it now. It was always going to be her. And my initial fear to fall headlong in was just that. I was afraid. But you're never ready. Never is the right time for love, for buying a house, for going back to college, for quitting your job, for having a baby, for doing something new. Never is the right time for any of those things. You just have to do them. And I know that now. She taught me that. Because the minute you're not deciding, being, acting, then you're revising and reverting, and that's why so many of us are hurting. And love, proper love, is sometimes just lighting the darkness. It's about opening up the aperture to moments that spark us. Love is so little, and it's such a lot. Love is a complicated knot. Thank you.